Welcome to the E-Green channel, you lot. Today, we're on a bloody culinary adventure across the pond, diving headfirst into the top 5 most loved foods in America. We're talking about the grub that makes Americans tick, the dishes they'd swim the Atlantic for. Now, before we get our hands dirty, make sure you've smashed that subscribe button like a proper chef, tenderizing meat. Give us a like if you're feeling the heat, and share this with your mates so they don't miss out on this delicious journey. And don't forget to ding that notification bell. We've got a whole menu of fantastic content coming up and you won't want to miss a single bite. First up, we've got the heavyweight champion of American cuisine, the hamburger. Now, I've seen some disastrous burgers in my time, but a properly made burger, that's a thing of beauty. Juicy, flavorful, and stacked high with all the right toppings. Let's face it, the burger is practically woven into the fabric of American life. From backyard barbecues to baseball games, it's the ultimate symbol of good times and great food. And the numbers don't lie. Americans are absolutely mad for them. We're talking billions with a bead of these bad boys being devoured every year. But where did this love affair with the hamburger begin? Some say it started with German immigrants bringing over their Hamburg steak in the 19th century. Others point to various American vendors claiming to have invented this iconic sandwich. Frankly, I don't give a damn about who did it first. What matters is the legacy, the impact. The hamburger went from humble beginnings to become a national treasure. And let's be honest, there's a certain simplicity to it that's just genius. A perfectly grilled beef patty, nestled in a soft bun, and then boom, you hit it with your own personal touch. Cheese, onions, pickles, lettuce, tomato, bacon. The possibilities are endless. It's a blank canvas for culinary creativity, and that's what makes it so bloody brilliant. But, and this is a big but, a truly great burger needs to be treated with respect. None of that frozen patty nonsense. We're talking quality beef, seasoned well, and cooked to perfection. And don't even get me started on the bun. It needs to be sturdy enough to hold all that juicy goodness without disintegrating into a soggy mess. Listen, the hamburger is more than just a meal in America. It's an institution. It's a testament to their ingenuity, their love for hearty, satisfying food. So next time you sink your teeth into a burger, take a moment to appreciate the history, the passion, and the sheer deliciousness of this American icon. Next up, we're tackling a dish that's as American as baseball and apple pie. Wait a minute, that's right, it's apple pie itself. This dessert is so ingrained in American culture, it's practically got its own passport. Now, I'm not usually one for overly sweet things, but even I have to admit, a good apple pie is a beautiful thing. That warm, cinnamon-spiced filling encased in a buttery, flaky crust. It's enough to make even the most hardened chef go weak at the knees. Apple pie's roots in America go way back to the colonial days. Those early settlers brought their love of pies with them from Europe, and lucky for them, apples thrived in the American soil. And so the apple pie became a staple in American households, a symbol of warmth, comfort, and good old-fashioned home cooking. It's the kind of dessert that evokes images of Grandma's kitchen, the aroma of baking spices filling the air, and a sense of pure, unadulterated nostalgia. But it's more than just a dessert, isn't it? Apple pie represents something deeper in the American psyche. It's about tradition, heritage, and a connection to the land. It's about sharing a slice of something special with the people you love. And let's be honest, the phrase "as American as apple pie" wouldn't exist if it wasn't something truly special. It's a testament to the enduring power of this dessert, its ability to transcend generations and remain a beloved classic. Now, I've seen some right proper disastrous attempts at apple pie in my time. Soggy bottoms, bland fillings, crusts so tough they could crack a tooth. That's just not the way to do it. A proper apple pie needs love, attention, and a good recipe. The apples need to be cooked just right, retaining a bit of bite, not turning into mush. The spices need to be balanced, adding warmth and depth without overpowering the natural sweetness of the fruit. And the crust, oh the crust, it needs to be flaky, buttery, golden brown, a thing of beauty that shatters delicately under your fork. That's what makes a good apple pie sing. So there you have it, apple pie. A dessert that's simple yet profound, comforting yet celebratory. It's a reminder that sometimes the most satisfying things in life are the ones that have stood the test of time. Now let's talk about a dish that's near and dear to every American's heart, macaroni and cheese. This isn't just some cheesy pasta dish. This is a culinary hug in a bowl. It's comfort food at its finest, the kind of meal that takes you back to your childhood and wraps you in a warm, cheesy embrace. Mac and cheese has been around for centuries, with roots dating back to medieval Europe. But it was in America that this dish truly found its footing, becoming a national obsession. And honestly, who can blame them? It's bloody delicious. Now, I've seen some right horrors when it comes to mac and cheese. That stuff from a box? Don't even get me started. We're talking about real homemade mac and cheese, made with love, care, and a whole lot of cheese. The key to a good mac and cheese is the sauce. It needs to be smooth, creamy, and bursting with cheesy flavor. None of that watery, bland nonsense. We're talking a velvety sauce that coats every single noodle in a glorious cheesy embrace, and the cheese, oh, the cheese. This is where you can really let your creativity shine. Cheddar, Gruyere, Fontina, even a bit of blue cheese for a bit of a kick. The possibilities are endless, but it's not just about the cheese. A good mac and cheese needs a bit of texture to keep things interesting. Some people like to add breadcrumbs for a bit of crunch. Others prefer a sprinkle of crispy bacon for a salty, savory touch. And then there are those who like to get really wild and add things like lobster, truffle oil, or even pulled pork. Listen, I'm not here to judge. Mac and cheese is a blank canvas, and you can dress it up however you like. But at its core, mac and cheese is a dish about simplicity and satisfaction. It's about indulging in a big cheesy bowl of comfort food and letting all your worries melt away. So there you have it. Mac and cheese, a dish that's as American as apple pie, as comforting as a warm hug, and as satisfying as a perfectly cooked steak. It's a true culinary classic that deserves a place on every table. Now let's talk about a dish that needs no introduction, pizza. Sure, it might have originated in Italy, but America has truly embraced pizza as its own. From New York-style thin crust to Chicago deep dish, pizza is as diverse and dynamic as the country itself. Now, I know what you're thinking, Gordon. What's a foul-mouthed British chef doing talking about pizza? Listen, good food transcends borders, and let me tell you, Americans know how to do pizza right. They've taken those Italian roots and run wild, creating a mind-boggling array of styles and toppings. You've got your classic pepperoni, your meat lovers extravaganzas, your veggie delights, and everything in between. And the best part? Pizza is a blank canvas for culinary creativity. You can go classic with a simple margherita, or you can get adventurous with gourmet toppings and unique flavor combinations. But let's not forget the crust. Whether you're a fan of thin and crispy, thick and chewy, or somewhere in between, a good pizza crust is the foundation upon which greatness is built. It needs to be sturdy enough to hold all those toppings, yet light and airy enough to bite into without feeling like you've swallowed a brick. And the sauce? Don't even get me started on the sauce. A good pizza sauce is a thing of beauty, bright, flavorful, and bursting with tomatoes, herbs, and spices. But what really sets American pizza apart is its sheer audacity. Americans aren't afraid to push the boundaries, to experiment, to create pizzas that are as bold and innovative as the country itself. And that's what makes American pizza so bloody brilliant. It's a celebration of flavor, creativity, and the sheer joy of good food. So, next time you're tucking into a slice, take a moment to appreciate the journey it's taken from the streets of Naples to the pizza ovens of America. Now let's talk about a woman who knows a thing or two about good taste. Kamala Harris. The former Vice President of the United States, a woman who's breaking barriers and shattering glass ceilings, also happens to be a passionate foodie with a deep appreciation for American classics. And what's more American than firing up the grill and cooking up a storm of juicy, flavorful burgers? That's right, Kamala Harris is a self-proclaimed burger enthusiast, and she's not afraid to show it. In fact, she's been known to don an apron and man the grill at family gatherings, flipping burgers with the same confidence and charisma she brings to the political arena. And you know what? It's bloody refreshing to see someone in her position embrace the simple pleasures of food, to get their hands dirty and cook up a meal for the people they love. It's a reminder that behind the titles and the accolades, we're all just people who enjoy a good meal and a good time. And when it comes to good food, Kamala Harris knows what's up. She's not afraid to indulge in a classic American burger, to savor the flavors that have brought joy to generations of Americans. And in a world that often feels divided, there's something unifying about gathering around a table and sharing a meal together. So here's to Kamala Harris, a woman of substance, style, and a damn good palate. May her love of burgers inspire us all to fire up the grill, gather our loved ones, and enjoy the simple pleasures of good food and good company. So there you have it, you lot. A whistle-stop tour through the top 5 most loved foods in America. We've tackled burgers, wrestled with apple pie, got elbow deep in mac and cheese, devoured pizza, and even had a chinwag about Kamala Harris's love for grilling. Don't forget to subscribe to the eGreen channel owned by Said Mustafa for more cracking content like this. We're serving up a storm of valuable insights for a healthier and happier life, and you won't want to miss a single serving. Like this video if you enjoyed it, share it with your mates, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Subscribe to the eGreen channel for more interesting facts and culinary adventures. Until next time, keep it classy and keep it delicious.